we're going to do a proper Awadhi Mutton Biryani. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is dry roast my spices and then grind them to a beautiful fragrant garam masala. So I'm going to start with some of our warm spices. A bay leaf, a little bit of cassia, 8 to 10 nice mentholy cloves, a generous couple of teaspoons of cumin seeds, generous teaspoon of fennel seed, coriander seeds, generous 2 teaspoons of that. Now for a little bit of heat. So I've got pepper, chakri fool, some mace or javitri, a couple of brown cardamoms, really nice and full of depth, wood spicy. Okay. And of course their perennial partners, one of my favorite spices, frankly, green cardamoms. The other good thing about dry roasting is that often during storage, spices can absorb a little bit of moisture from the atmosphere. So dry roasting them takes away that moisture through evaporation. It makes them a little more brittle and it makes them easier to grind. Okay, spices are done. Let's transfer it to a masala grinder. All of those beautiful spices are in my little masala grinder. Now, time to make our masala. Now, if you like, you can grind it finer, but this, according to me, is perfect. My masala goes into my nice, lovely food storage box. Let's get down to our mutton marination. First thing, some aromatics. 2.5 teaspoons or so of our ginger garlic paste. Haldi, chili powder. Now, what I have here is some cashew nut paste, just to give our meat a bit of richness, and it will also help to thicken the masala as it cooks down. A generous amount of our garam masala. To bring all of these things together, about 200 grams of curd. I'm just whisking it to combine the curd and the whey. Now what I want to do is mix all of this together, rub that marinade in nicely. Beautiful, look at that, yeah, our mutton is really richly coated. Now I'm just going to cover it, bung it into the fridge. Couple of hours should be more than enough. So, mutton is out of the fridge. What I want to do now is season the meat. Okay, if you remember, we didn't put any salt at the time of marination. Alright, I'm going to let this marinated meat come to room temperature. Alright, my handi is nice and hot. I'm going to start with, again, just a touch of oil, some ghee. Our marinated meat into our handi, it's going to go. Now, I'm just going to stir it, fry it for a few minutes, get a little bit of color going. Then we're going to cover it and let it simmer away. So just make sure that lamb is nicely coated with that ghee. So now cover it, turn down the heat and that should take no longer than an hour and a quarter. So our mutton has been simmering away gently for over an hour or so. I had a wonderful time here out in the open, walking my lovely little spaniel. Now, time for us to check and see whether it's done or not. Oh yes, beautiful. Look at that really fantastic aroma emanating from this mutton. What I want to do is let it simmer away uncovered, because we need to reduce that gravy till it's kind of nice and fairly thick. This is my favorite part. As you can see, our mutton is now perfect. It's tender. That masala or gravy has reduced down, yeah, to just the amount that we want it. Now, let's get down to layering our biryani. What I have here is some beautiful basmati rice, which we've cooked to 80% doneness. So, we've infused it with some whole spices, some saffron and some kevda. Over the top of the meat, a little bit of the onion, a sprinkle of garam masala. And now, our rice. What I want to do now is just kind of make a little well in the center of this, and I'm going to now pour over saffron infused milk, pouring a little bit right through the center and a little bit over to give our biryani moisture, flavor and color. Then some seasoning, some fragrant fresh garam masala of ours, and the balance onion. Finish it off. Nice drizzle of ghee. We're gonna cover it and get something heavy to weight it down. Just using the bowl with the rice. Over the top of that it goes. Okay, that's just gonna trap all of that steam in there. Biryani has been put on dum. Almost should be done by now. Yes, those sides are nice and hot. Okay, now for the moment of truth, our biryani. Lovely Awadhi Mutton Biryani, looking fantastic, smelling delicious and fragrant.